Hello, guys. My name is Desmond, and I welcome you to my lesson for today, where we will be looking at your mathematics. So, ladies and gentlemen, as always, please do allow me to say it is very much important that I say it is very, very much important because honorable members or members who are honorable, what I'm about to say, it's massively, 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 massively. Hey, massively important, ladies and gentlemen, that I say a day without learning something new, it's a day wasted. By so saying, lakankulunkulu le bandla, please, ladies and gentlemen, please do make sure that by the end of each and every lesson that I conduct, you learn something new. Very, very much important, honorable members, on that one. So, I would like to very quickly check who has attended at this point in time. So I see there are, okay, it's now 7 honorable members. Guys, can you just comment with the names that I know in the comment section, just so that I'm aware who has attended. And then from there, we will start with the business of the day. So for example, I'm expecting Muano to say, Muano present. If Larissa is there, she's going to say Larissa present. And then if Tres Spice is there, he's going to say Tres Spice present. Just so that I've got this. Okay, there is Mapula Letsualo. Every time when I see Mapula Letsualo, I remember the lion which is giving birth. Tauya Tswala. See, now I forgot the name. But otherwise, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Only 2 comments. Maybe the others are still on the way. Guys, I do need your response to that. In that way, I will be confident that you are able to clearly see, and again, you are able to clearly hear me. Without me having the confidence in that, won't be able to continue, honorable members, without having some doubts. Avoyele mulunguza. Okay, then it's fine. So, honorable members, I think I'm just going to remove all of that. It looks like this is what we did the previous time. But what I want to do now is very quickly take you through a quick revision, and then from there we finalize this topic where I give you guys some problems to try and deal with decisively. And then we would have completed this, not necessarily the whole chapter, but just this section of this chapter, honorable members or members who are honorable. I see Kutle Cecil says FX329, just says that name I don't remember. So the names that I remember, I'm simply referring to your Zoom names, because those ones I remember very well. Mathematics. Okay, so remember, for those of you who might be attending my YouTube lessons for the very first time today, please be aware that this is a lesson where you are not able to engage by asking the questions, but I would like for us to do more work than talking. So I'm going to give you guys a very quick background of what we've been doing, and then I will give you some problems, and then you deal with those decisively. So let's see. If you guys remember, we did this topic where, for example, you could be given, let's say, a 2 cos of x is equals to 1, and they say where x is between 0 and 90 degrees. And then from there, they give you some problems to work out. For example, problem number 1 could be where they say evaluate. Maybe let's say evaluate maybe to sine x, and then maybe they say tan x. Yes, they won't be as easy as they look. You will see how complicated they can be. Then from there, we will try to work them out. Remember, trigonometry is what we are doing, honorable members. So, we said if you are given something similar to this, that means you need to have your trig ratio as just, it's either it's cos of x. If it was tan, you just want it to have tan. If it was sine, you just want to have it as sine. It's like you make it the subject of the formula. How are we going to do that? It's like we divide by 2 so that our cos of x is equals to 1 over 2. In terms of the letters, I'm talking about r, x, and y. We do know very well that cos is the ratio of adjacent over hypotenuse, and adjacent is represented by x, and then hypotenuse is represented by r. So that means y is missing. We will need to find it. So very quickly, we can try to work it out. Otherwise, the reason why I'm taking a pause is because you've got 2 ways in which you can deal with this. Maybe let me take this way of saying we have done that fraction. What we now need to do is to attend to this part to locate where our triangle or right-angled triangle is. So that means they are saying not 90 there. Maybe let's exaggerate it and say between 180 and between 0 and 180. Let me give you guys a picture of what's happening there. I agree, we know this is 0 degrees, this is 90 degrees, and then this is 180 degrees, this is 270 degrees, this is 360 degrees. That we know most. So that means, honorable members, if they say this angle is between 0 and 180, so that means your triangle can be either in this quadrant, otherwise if not in that quadrant, it's going to be in that quadrant, but not in these 2 because they are not included in that range. So when this thing is written like this, it's like they're saying between 0 and 180. So you need to choose whether it is there or it is there. What you need to remember is that this is where you have negative x values, this is where you have positive x values. I'm talking about those 2 quadrants. Obviously, whether it's in here or there, the y will always be positive because it's only negative on this side of the origin. Then what you do, you look at your x value there to say, is your x value positive or negative? Is positive. It therefore forces your triangle to be in that quadrant. There is your angle x. Maybe so that it doesn't confuse, let's refer to that as theta because we already have x, but let's refer to that as theta just so that it doesn't confuse when we talk about x. Yes. So we have already know what our x is. We know our x is 1. We already know what r is. R is 2. What's missing is y. How do we get y? We use theorem of Pythagoras. So that means this is where you're going to say r squared we know most is equals to y squared, that you must plus it with x squared. Our r squared is 2, which is equals to, what is y? Y is what we are looking for. What is x? X is 1 squared. So it's like you take this to the other side. Obviously, you are having y squared, which is equal. This thing is 4. So it's like you're having 4 minus 1, which is 3. It therefore means You square root both sides. That means your y is equals to plus or minus 3. You need to choose whether your y is plus or negative. But we know that on this side, we are having positive y value. So, therefore, your y is positive 3. Remember, guys, at this stage, I am not supposed to be teaching you how to work out something using theorem of Pythagoras. You should be able to substitute and then calculate at this stage. So that means you need to satisfy all of these things before you start evaluating or before you start attending to the questions. You need to know the third unknown. You need to locate your right-angled triangle. These are the two main things that you need to do. Once you've done that, then you can decisively start approaching the questions. Where, when we look at number 1, it says 2 sine angle. We know there is 2. What is the ratio for sine? It's y over r. So that means we have 2. What is y? We just calculated it most. But wait, our y, it is not a 3, but plus or minus square root of 3. I wonder if you guys did notice that big mistake. Otherwise, if you did, I encourage you guys to let me know of all the mistakes that I might be doing. Because remember, I'm deriving these problems out of my head. I don't have a memo for this. So there are those instances where I'm going to make mistakes. But once you notice a mistake, let me know immediately. So now, that means here we have positive square root of 3. That is being divided by r, which is 2. So that means finally, this 2, it multiplies that 3. So that means we have got 2 square root of 3 divided by 2. Heban, this thing is going to cancel with that 1 most. So that means finally, we are having that. And with you doing that, you'll find that they will give you 3 marks for that question. Or even 2 sometimes. And then, when we get to number 2, again we know tan. What is the ratio for tan? It's y over x most. So there, what is y? It is square root of 3. What is x there? It's 1. So that means this thing, again, the answer for this one is square root of 3. That's how you do it, honorable members. Let me just check. Guys, was I not breaking? Were we together? Can we move on now? I want to give you guys some problems to deal with decisively. But was everything clear, honorable members, especially those who started when we started this? There is a Vino, goodbye. Heaven, Ali is there. Okay, who else is there? Guys, remember to click on that like button. Remember to just click on that like button just so that I'm aware how many officially attended today's lesson. Okay, it seems like we've got honorable members confirming that all was clear. Okay, then it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So remember, guys, today it's not a situation where we ask each other some questions, but today siyasebenza. Sisemsebenzini la, honorable members. Sisemsebenzini. Let's see, what am I going to give you guys? I think I'm going to make it worse. I'm going to give you guys a feel of what you might need to expect, just so that you are not surprised. Okay, I will need to very quickly work it out, just so that we'll need to very quickly work it out, just so that I know what range to put. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. So this is what you're supposed to do. That is equals to, you're going to say that is equals to that, and then that will multiply by that. That by that is that, and then you divide that, and then okay, then it's fine. Again, I will say your angle has to be between that and then that. Yes. And then I'm going to say evaluate. What are you going to evaluate? You are going to evaluate a that, B that, and then C that, and then D that, and the last one that. Yes, 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 yes. This is what you guys are supposed to work out. I'm just trying to think of how you guys are going to submit. Okay, you do all of that. Nay, you do all of that, and then you answer the first question. Maybe the first question I will do that. You evaluate the first question before moving on to the next one. Let me maybe do that because I've already made the first one easy. So let me add a spice yana there. Just a 6 yana there. Okay, so let's see. This is how you're going to do. You do all the necessary stuff and then you do just that first one. Then you comment in the comment section to let me know what you are getting as tan that. Yes. Hey. You see these ones who are asking what grade is this? I've said this many times before. Many times before. Okay, guys, let's put our heads together and say whoever who asks what grade it is, you just say just attend. Yeah, if you are doing maths, just attend. Yes, you say sir said if you are a mathematician, just attend. Because someone is there, adversity honorable members. They don't even know how to work out these things. They are given things at their level, but they are not able to understand how to work them out because they do not understand the basics. So that means this serves as a foundation that you need. so that when we get to some more complicated problems, I'm not going to explain these basics, honorable members. Especially that we are approaching the mid-year exams. I can't during exams be explaining the basics of these things that we are doing, honorable members. Sometimes you need to do things, for example, as a revision, so that it doesn't take much of your time that you can invest on other things. So I hope we sign on that one, and I hope you guys are busy there working out that first problem over there. So if you guys take 10 days to work it out, that means we are not going to finish. We're going to do it for 10 days. But if you can very quickly work it out, and then 2 minutes, we are done. Then today's lesson is done, honorable members. So that means it is dependent on how fast you guys are. In case if you missed the previous lessons, they are recorded. Can just drop me a WhatsApp inbox and say, maybe if you're attending for the very first time and you want to catch up, you just let me know. Then I will send you a link to all the recordings that you can catch up. But for now, I'll just give you guys an opportunity. Maybe let me also work it out on my side, because you might find that it's moving, and it's moving even the owner. Okay, let me also work it out. So these problems are coming out of my head, honorable members. So yeah, we'll see as we go. So you'll say, you see, okay, not say much, but we'll take that on the other side, and then it becomes that by that. That becomes that, and then that means we have chances are there that this thing could be an error. Let me quickly confirm that by that, and then you have that. Yes, I need to change this thing. This is the one that I need to change. I need to change it to 180 degrees, 360 degrees. Yes. Yes. Let me also redo it. Yeah, this type of questions you need to make sure that you do it until the end. So mine, I gave it halfway is that. That, multiply that, close it that, and then that times that. It is then that means we are having that, which is equals to that, and then that it becomes that, and then so we know that it's equals to this plus or minus, and then in terms of that it means okay, this is there. Okay, wait. This one again, I need to change it. Yeah, sazobuya la. Yes. so that you will say this is that, this is that, then you find out what that is. Yes, yes, now I've worked it out and then now it's clear. Okay, guys, this is the final one. This is the final. Remember, you only use this to locate. You only use this to locate quadrant. So it's like you only use it to know in which quadrant your triangle is. This one, you use it to find the ratio. Yes. Okay. Now, I'll just be waiting for my answer, honorable members. Yeah. The first answer is what I'm going to be waiting for. Heban, guys, are you still there? Or is it troubling this one? Guys, are you still there? Can you guys give me an indication of what's happening there? Hope you guys are not sleeping there. I hope you guys are not at all sleeping there. I hope you guys are not at all sleeping there. Guys, is it difficult, this one? I did wanted to stretch your minds, but now I'm wondering, is it difficult, this one? Should I give you a clue? Are you winning there? What's happening there, honorable members or members who are honorable? Unless if you are not able to hear me, like uNkulunkulu lebandla. Unless if you are not able to hear me, then kusho ukuthi sinenkinga. It therefore means kunenkinga. No comment. Okay. Then it's fine. Okay, let me remove that. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I am well aware that you guys might be having a challenge and I know where your challenge could be. I made it difficult because I wanted to stretch your mind. Not that it's difficult. If you've been attending, you will know how to work it out. But we are having negative 1 over 3 cosec of an angle minus 1, which is equals to 4. Name. So you need to solve such that you remain with that. So what you do, you take something to the other side. What is it that you're taking to the other side? It is that 1. So it's like 4 plus 1 is 5. Name. And then you can say you cross multiply. You can say that multiplies that. So you remain with that negative 1 cosec that is equals to negative 15. And then you can say cosec that is equals to wait. It's either you say this is 15 and then you divide by that negative and then it ends up being negative 15. Yes, something of that nature. I hope you guys do understand that calculation there, because this times that it's actually 15. Then you remove that 3 where you divide, not 3 but that negative, you divide each side by negative and then it makes it that. So what you need to know is that cosec is the same as 1 over sine of an angle, and that is equals to negative 15. Again, you cross multiply this by that. So it's like you have negative 15 sine of an angle is equals to obviously that 1. And then you divide both sides by negative 15. So that means you are having sine of an angle which is equals to, let's say, 1 over negative 15. I want to tell you that this thing is the same as negative 1 over 15. As long as negative is there, it doesn't matter whether it's being attached to that or that. As long as negative is there, you can write it whichever way. But for this topic, you must write it as negative and then you say 1 over 15. But what we know is that the ratio for sine, it is y over r. That means this negative is 4y. Why? Because r is always positive. So that means you are having that. So that means, in short, honorable members, you are actually having negative 1 over positive 15. So I've given you guys a range to say your triangle. It's going to be somewhere between 90 and 270. So that means you need to choose whether it is there or if it is there. The question is, how are you going to know? You know that y values are positive there but negative below. So that means your triangle is going to be in this quadrant. Why? Because you are having your negative y value being 1 and you have positive r being that. Then you use theorem of Pythagoras to find the x value there. So let's see. We are having 15 squared, it's equals to, we can say negative 1 squared plus x squared. You take this to the other side, it's like you're having 15 squared, you minus it by 1, it ends up being, what is it? X squared. And then now, you work out all of that. Sorry, someone says we cannot see. So you work out all of that until you know what your x is. But one thing for sure, remember, you will get to a point where it's a plus or minus and then you have whatever the case may be. So you do need to, okay, what is the x value then? Let me ask what the x value is. Anyone who has calculated the x value and we know what the x value is. Good lesson. On YouTube lessons, we are not starting anything new. So something new is going to be done on Zoom. So these are extra classes for revision, not necessarily for starting something new. So that means when we do a the Zoom lesson, that's when we are going to therefore take it further. Okay, but otherwise, let's see. What is the x value there? What did you get? It has to be a negative value. What did you get when you use the theorem of Pythagoras? Because it has to be square root of 15 squared minus that. Yes, this must be your x value. Ali says I got negative. Okay, that means it's not giving you as a square root. Nay. I mean, is it not giving you as a square root of something? It's always best to have it as square root of something, because in that way you are not losing anything. Is it not giving you a square root of something? Okay, what is this thing inside the square root? What is that thing inside the square root? Okay, so that means yes, that means your x, it is equals to negative 4 square root of 14, not positive. Because if it's positive, it's like you are saying your thing was somewhere in this quadrant. Because in the quadrant between 90 degrees and 270, the x values are negative. So remember that the moment you say square root, is plus or minus. So now that you have all of this, there you've got a homework, honorable members. Now you know what is what. I'll just write it down there to make it easier and say x, it was found to be negative 4 square root of 14. Our y is negative 1. And then our r is 15. I will just do a. A we know is tan. Tan is y over x. So what is y? Y is negative 1. What is x? Is negative 4 square root of 14. Obviously that cancels with that. So this is where now, if you remember, we want to remove the square root. Yes, the calculator makes it positive, but you must remember, Moano, to say if you have x squared is equals to 4, x is equals to square root of 4, then it's going to give you positive. But every time when you say you square both sides, it's plus or minus. I'm not sure if you remember this one, Moano. Every time when you say square root, or every time when you square something, it's a plus or minus, especially if you're removing that. On this side, it's a plus or minus. So that is why you need to choose. We say for x, it could be plus or minus. For y, it could be plus or minus. R is always positive. You must just remember that. Does it make sense, Moano? So now, this one you are going to... You remember when we were doing the SATs? You remember when we were doing the SATs, we said you multiply by that same thing. So that this one multiplies with that is like you're having 1 square root of 14. This one, if you say square root of 14 times square root of 14, it ends up giving you just that 14. The square roots, they cancel out. So it's like you have 4 times 14, which is equals to. Then that means you have square root or 14 over, you punch that and then you know what that is. So I think 2 times 14 is 28, and then 30 times 2 is 60, minus 4 is 56. You might find that this thing is 56 there. Then that one, it ends there. Can you see how long it was? But it looked like it was an easy thing. So that means on your side, you need to work out B, C, D, and E. That's how you will therefore train yourself to understand if you fully understood this topic. Remember, tomorrow we are finalizing, and then on Monday when we do our Zoom lesson, we go deeper. So in short, honorable members, it is that time where I need to sign out and say, ladies and gentlemen, I do thank you very much for joining. It has indeed been a long day today. So I do need to sign out. But otherwise, remember to click on that like button, and then me, I am out. Myself, I am out. I hope you guys did take a screenshot and you've got that info, and you'll be able to practice using those questions that I've given you.